Sometimes people ask me about getting the trains in Tokyo. It's often something they're a bit nervous about, or people are worried about getting lost, and the train map does look kind of like a plate of spaghetti, so it does look really confusing, but it really isn't that bad. So today I'm going to take you with me as I go around Tokyo, show you the route to getting on the trains and how to work out which route to take. So first we're going from where we're staying in Shinjuku across the city to Ueno, which is on the east side. We're on the west side at the moment. This app is Rail Maps Lite. Here's where we are in Shinjuku, and we're going to take this yellow line, which is the Chuo Sobu line, across to Akihabara, and then we've got to change trains and we can take the JR Yamanote line, or in fact there's quite a lot of lines that go up to Ueno. So the metro map does look confusing, especially if you're not familiar with it, but the lines are all colour coded, so just see which ones go from the station where you are and which one goes closest to where you want to go. And quite often you will need to change lines to get to your final destination. If you want to know more about tickets and things, I've made another video called Getting Around Tokyo. That's on my channel and that explains a lot of other things. Today I'm just going to take you with me and show you how I'm going to get from A to B, where to look for all the signs, and hopefully show you it's not as scary as you might think. I'm going to be using my Suica card, which I've got in my pass holder here. And that's just like an Oyster card in London. I've topped it up with about 5,000 yen at the start of my trip. It's got a few thousand left on it, and I'll be scanning in and out as I go through the ticket barriers, and that's the easiest way to pay for your trains. We're just inside Shinjuku Station and we're looking for the Chuo Sobu line. Today we're going to Ueno. The lines with the coloured circles are Tokyo Metro lines, and the other lines up there are operated by different rail companies. I can't see the Chuo Sobu line at the moment, that's because it's a JR line. The name of the line is the JR Chuo Sobu line, so we need to go towards the JR section of the station. JR stands for Japan Railways, and that's going to be down here. And there's signs saying continue straight for the JR lines. We'll go for the central entrance. And I'm keeping an eye on all these signs on the ceiling here. As you can see, all the signs you need are in English as well as Japanese. You'll often find lockers like these ones at stations if you need to store your things while you're out. This here is the ticket office. It's called the Midori no Madoguchi, or Green Window. If you need to make Shinkansen reservations, this is where you need to go. Now, Shinjuku is the busiest station in the world. This isn't rush hour or anything, but the major stations are pretty big, so leave yourself plenty of time. Here we are at the ticket barriers for the JR section of the station, and I'll just need to scan in with my Suica card.
Chuo line? What did you say, Chuo Sobu?
Chuo Sobu, it's yellow. Oh, there it is over there. Chuo Sobu line, that's the one we want to take. Along the top it's got all the other JR lines. Shonan Shinjuku line, Saikyo line, all the lines. It's showing us both directions here, so you need to take a look at the map and see which areas are in the direction you want to go. Now, I don't recognise some of these places, but I know that Nakano is in West Tokyo, and that's not the direction we want to go. So I'm going to go for this way towards Sendagaya and Chiba. These signs up here tell you which platform to go to. They call them tracks in Japan instead of platforms, and the lines are colour coded. JR Yamanote line is always green, that's a line you'll probably take quite a lot. And the Chuo Sobu line is yellow, so that makes it a bit easy to spot. It's platforms 13 and 16. Here's another sign with the platforms, and the colour coding is the same colours that you'll see on the map and in the app that I was looking at as well. Okay, 13 and 16 is this way. You can see the numbers for the platforms are really big on the left there. 13, Chuo Sobu line for Suica-bashi, Akihabara and Chiba. And Akihabara is where we're going. Go up the stairs to the platform. Go, go, go! Please change for the Vita subway line. The displays on the train give you quite a lot of information. Sometimes they even tell you the weather. They alternate between Japanese and English. Akihabara Station. We're on the platform at Akihabara, and next we want to take the JR Yamanote line north to Ueno. Now there are several lines that go between Akihabara and Ueno. A lot of the train lines in Tokyo are operated by different companies, and it tends to be cheaper if you stick with one company when you can. So that's why I've chosen the JR Yamanote line, because it's also a JR line. There's a lot of signs on the platform, but over there I can see a sign to the JR Yamanote line. I can see the little green stripe, and green is always the colour for the Yamanote line. There's a lot of stairs here, but there are escalators and lifts in most cases if you look for them. And there we are, the Yamanote line on platform 3. Okay, slight error. That was going in the wrong direction, so I'm just going back up the stairs again to look for another sign. Here's another green sign for the Yamanote line, and this one says for Ueno and Ikebukuro, which is definitely the direction we want. And here we are, going in the right direction this time. And here we are at Ueno. We're on the platform right now. When you want to go out, look for the yellow signs, because they're the signs with the exits. Often stations have a lot of different exits. Sometimes they're like north, south, east, west, and sometimes they have the names of tourist attractions or major things in the area, like the name of a mall or somewhere you might want to go and see. There's a sign here with a list of all the exits, and if you're not sure which one to go for, just go out anywhere and look on Google Maps when you get to ground level. Here's some signs to exits in yellow, and a sign to the giant panda waiting place, if that happens to be what you're looking for. We're all done in Ueno now, so next we're going to Kappa-bashi, which is Kitchen Town, where there's a lot of kitchen shops and there's a couple of things we're hunting for. So we're going to go from Ueno Station to Tawaramachi Station, and this is going to be a ride on the Tokyo Metro, which is the underground system. Going on the Ginza line is just a couple of stops. Okay. This has happened to me before. It's because we scanned in and then we didn't go on a train. We just wanted to go through the station. So I'm going to go to the man at the window here and tell him what happened. Tokyo Metro, and we're heading for the Ginza line, so I'm going to look out for signs in this orangey yellow colour. Ah, that tells you how to get to the Sky Tree, which you can see in the distance from here. There's lots of tunnels down here. What's this? Ginza Line Archive. Scratch tiles. These were used on the wall of Ueno Station when the subway commenced operation. There you go, history. Following signs to the yellow-orange Ginza Line, 35 metres. Sometimes you can end up walking a really long way in these tunnels. Here we are at the ticket barriers. I'm going to use my Suica card. You can use your Suica card on any trains in Tokyo. For Ginza and Shibuya, that's not the right way, so the other way. Here we are, Ginza line for Tawaramachi and Asakusa, that's the way we're going. And it's very organised on the trains in Japan. They've got lines on the floor to show you where to wait, so you're not in the way when people come off the train, and the train always stops in the exact same place. Again, when you get there, follow the yellow signs for the exits and scan your Suica card as you go through the ticket barriers. So I hope you found that useful. You might also like my other videos, Getting Lost in Japan and How to Get Around Tokyo. There's lots more on my channel and new Japan videos every Thursday. See you then.